I've been thinking a lot about creation, art, and like, why we as individuals are inclined to share our experience, and how it has gone on for it's an innate desire. I mean, really, why it is an innate desire, maybe to justify our existence, to say, "Hey, I was here. I thought this," and that thing that is thought and expressed exists for perpetuity, and it will outlast me. Um, in my head right now, I'm thinking about cave drawings, but it goes beyond that. I mean, think about your legends. Think about your Michelangelos, your Caravaggio's, your architects. But really, um, I don't know. I'm also thinking about kind of like insecurity that goes on with what someone is good at. How we don't always know we don't always know what we want or can do, or maybe believe in ourselves at times, but still can have such a wide variety of strengths in so many different fields. It was really cool. A cool thing that I came into contact with was a letter that Michelangelo wrote to a friend of his while he was working on the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and it was shown to me by my art history professor. Here, I'm pulling it up right now. This is the letter. But really, it was inspirational because as we think of Michelangelo as such a legend, like the real pinnacle of art. I mean, a true artist, a legend, a visionary, one of the most prolific creators to ever exist. Even he was insecure and didn't in this letter didn't believe himself to be an artist. I think that's really impactful. Not really impactful, but I think it really just says a lot about just the mind in general and how we view ourselves. Even this is just an example from so long ago. So this is something that, as like, imposter syndrome has happened before. It's innate to not always know what you want to do, and that's something that's so important because I feel that there's so many young people that are directionless or seek their direction through material affections, whether it be I want this car, I want this girl, I want this house, and I think it's really important. I mean, it's known that it's really important to tie your value into yourself and what you do, but as the motivations for what we do is alienated in this respect to someone, something else that does affect the productivity and the affections that we feel as individuals towards the things that we're working on. And yeah, so without further ado, here's the letter. This was written from Michelangelo to Giovanni da Pistoria. Giovanni da Pistoria. That's the Italian name. But yeah, I've already grown a goiter from this torture. Hunched up here like a cat in Lombardy or anywhere else where the stagnant water's poison. My stomach squashed under my chin, my beard's pointing at heaven, my brain's crushed in a casket. My breast twists like a harpy's, my brush above me all the time dribbles paint so my face makes a fine floor for droppings. My haunches are grinding into my guts, my poor ass strains to work as a counterweight. Every gesture I make is blind and aimless. My skin hangs loose below me, my spine's all knotted from folding over itself. I'm bent taut as a Syrian bow. Because I'm stuck like this, my thoughts are crazy, perfidious, trite. Anyone shoots badly through a crooked blowpipe. My painting is dead. Defend it for me, Giovanni. Protect my honor. I'm not in the right place. I'm not a painter. This is, I mean, this is so important. I, and I think this is one of the most important things to ever be written. Nonetheless, one of the most important creations ever. I mean, this piece is legendary through anything that any human has ever made. For an idol is Michelangelo, to be insecure with himself and describe himself as not a painter, I think is so interesting. But it's not even that goes on. I mean, think about your artist. Think about your deranged, maybe not deranged, but mad artist. You get people are driven mad through their insecurities. Their imposter syndrome is what it is now defined as. But it's the lacking of inspiration and the lacking of drive has gone on since forever, and that really gives me solace. Because even right now, I feel very uninspired with what I'm working on, but I can still know that I am maybe not just one thing, but I can be many of things. I'm a culmination of everything that has ever inspired me, and anything that I've ever done. Anything that has come before me has led to what my being is now, and that then goes on to, like, I mean, it lives on through me. It goes on to be whatever I do with my life, everything that has happened so I could do this, be the person that I am today. That's really something special. Michelangelo wrote this letter for me, and that's not very. I get it. It sounds like a kind of selfish take, but it's very much for you, the viewer, as well. It's everything that, I mean, it really adds like a layer of security to our respective being, that everything that has happened before has led to me. But that goes on for everyone, and there's a beauty in that. We're all meant to be alive and exist, and truly that's special. No matter how many people are a part of this world, or no matter how insignificant you feel, and how you maybe can't affect change, you always are, and you always were, and you've always been, and you'll always be. And there's beauty in that, and that's really special in itself. But yeah, I don't know, it's special being alive, and I really am grateful for it, even though sometimes I don't want it to maybe always be like alive, but it really is a special thing, and it's something we get only once. So